As the world is observing the International Widows' Day today, Kashmiri women continue to suffer at the hands of Indian troops, police, and dreaded agencies in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. According to a report released by the research section of Kashmir Media Service today, the unabated Indian state terrorism rendered 22,944 women widowed since January 1989 as their husbands were martyred by Indian troops. Around 2,500 women have been forced to live as half-widows, a term used for those women whose husbands were subjected to custodial disappearance after arrest and were yet not declared dead. For years, half-widows have been running from pillar to post in vain to find whereabouts of their husbands. Over 8,000 men have been disappeared in the custody of Indian troops. The report maintained that 681 women have been martyred since January 2001. Meanwhile, APHC leaders Zamruda Habib and Yasmin Raja in their statements in Srinagar deplored that the Kashmiri women were the worst victims of Indian state terrorism. APHC-AJK organized a seminar on widows and half-widows of Kashmir at its office in Islamabad to highlight the sacrifices of Kashmiri women in the ongoing freedom movement. India's dreaded National Investigation Agency arrested many people during its raid at multiple locations including Sura Hospital in Srinagar. The NIA sleuths along with paramilitary and police personnel raided dozens of houses in Srinagar, Kulgam, Pulwama and Ganderbal districts. Besides harassing inmates, they seized digital devices including mobile phones during the raids. On the other hand, messages like Free Yasin Malik and Free Khurram Parvez were flashed in Washington streets through digital advertising trucks hired by the World Kashmir Awareness Forum. The electronic screens on the trucks also carried messages Stop Genocide in Kashmir and Yasin Malik and Khurram Parvez are not terrorists. A resolution has been tabled in the US Congress calling for Secretary of State Antony Blinken to designate India as a country of particular concern on the findings of a report by the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom. The resolution, moved by Congresswoman Ilhan Umar and co-sponsored by lawmakers Rashida Tlaib and Juan Vargas, seeks condemnation of violations of human rights and religious freedom in India. The members of the UK Parliament have written a letter to the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson seeking action to monitor the situation of illegally detained Kashmiris languishing in different jails in India. According to Kashmir Media Service, the MPs including Tahir Ali, Imran Hussain, Khalid Mahmood and Mohammad Yasin urged the UK Prime Minister to assign a special representative to monitor that the trial regarding the conviction of Kashmiri Hurriyat leader Yasin Malik. They pointed out that Yasin Malik was arrested under Draconian Laws Public Safety Act and Unlawful Activities Prevention Act and convicted by a court of India's dreaded National Investigation. The MP said the two black laws under which Yasin Malik was arrested and tried had been repeatedly used by the Indian authorities to persecute Kashmiri political activists who oppose India's military occupation of Jammu and Kashmir. They urged the UK government to condemn the trial and conviction of Yasin Malik and demand his immediate release. Another British parliamentarian, Jess Phillips, talking to Kashmiri diaspora outside the UK Prime Minister's office in London, expressed concern over the forced closure of Falai Am Trust schools in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir.